Pellegrino, it'll get rid of that.
Pellegrino will get rid of kidneys. What are you talking about?
Bro, I talked to like 6, I took 3 PhDs about this.
What are some diseases that you guys have had? Or you still have, that you live with? Like, what are some things that you've got going on wrong with you that you just, that's your life?
Diseases that you live with?
Yeah. Is it endometriosis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She basically dies every few days.
Endostegosaurus? Endometriosis.
Besides endometriosis, did you ever have a different thing that happened to you that you actually like got cured from, or you,
No,
like something
this
that they
is my
caught
only
in time?
issue.
That's a one thing.
Yeah.
It's autoimmune.
How many days does it usually happen?
It's at its worst 48 hours. So
Did you
at least 2 days out of the month.
Did you already have it happen this month?
Yeah.
What? It just started.
It was on the 27th. So last month.
okay.
Yeah.
How was that on a scale of 1 to 10?
This one was better.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
The one in December, that was rough. Yeah, that was really rough. That one I passed away and came back. I have 6 lives now.
Jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, this past one was better. But also it was 2 weeks late because I was super stressed about the fires and everything else. So stress really pushed it. Yeah. Which I was not mad about. Push it indefinitely.
That's rough.
There's no treatment for this?
No, there's surgeries that have helped some people, but they're not covered. So you're putting out what, like $10,000-$15,000 for a surgery that might work for maybe.
And they just cut you up.
Correct, and then you're putting your body through all of that.
Alright,
Yeah.
you get a
So,
bigger
yeah, there's-
meat for
there's
that
a-
much.
You can get a what? A bigger meat?
Bigger meat
Meat?
Yeah, get a bigger.
Well, you trying to get a dick transplant?
for 15K.
That's what I want.
You're just saying you could.
Yeah, you could do it. Yeah,
Would it help if you had a bigger meat?
I think so. I think so.
No, wait, wrong meat.
At least it wasn't as bad this last time.
Damn.
Hey,
You never know what you're gonna get.
Subi, put weights on it.
Yeah.
Every day for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything wrong with you?
No.
Nothing at all. Wow. You never had any sicknesses or any like?
Well, I've been sick, but I never had any like diseases or anything like that. I used to get checked every year, blood work and everything. Never got nothing.
No autoimmunes, huh? For me, aside from mental retardation, eczema, bro.
Oh.
Born and raised.
is your eczema?
Well, I got it down to a minimum like a motherfucker. You could barely see it. That's it.
Yeah, I get mine there too.
So that's the last.
What flares it
frontier.
up?
Huh?
What flares it up?
Being a retard.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard. It's just in me, dude. It's diet. So it's inflammation, you know. It's a. Yeah. I gotta chill on this. Well, that's why I've been doing this elimination diet, right? So I tested it out, and I think I might just have to do it. Where 2 weeks.
Was it worse when you were a kid though? Eczema?
Oh yeah, it was fucked up. Man, my nephew had it similar to me, and that fool was like itching like a crackhead all day from head to toe. And I was like, damn, that was me, dude. I had it on my stomach, on my fucking arms, everything.
So what did you change about your diet?
Well, for sure, when I got the test done when I was a kid, they're like, you're allergic to egg white, dairy, rice, like everything.
Yeah.
So I was I grew up paleo, so it was mostly like vegetables and meats, and slowly they introduced other things in my diet. And I just started eating anything, and I was like, oh, it's just a little bit, and I had a crazy flare up after COVID. So it was like I got COVID, and after COVID I got like from fucking head to down, like it was so bad that like it would wake me up in the middle of the night because it just throbs, and then I just have to jump in the shower, and in like a hot shower or a bath, burning it actually felt better than a cold one. Yeah, because it burns so much that when you get out, it feels cool.
It like numbs it out.
Yeah. But I think at the time still too, there wasn't all this info on how to deal with inflammation. Like even in the past 5 years, like we went so far from like everyone's now going, let's go carnivore, just to deal with your inflammation issues, and then like that's actually working. Where everything in the past it was like steroid creams, shots, different things, and it's weird too because eczema is one of those things where it's different triggers for different people. That's like one person would eat a tomato and flare up. I eat a tomato, nothing happens. So it's like it's just weird, right? But it's triggered by food. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's all gone now. It's just I gotta deal with the retardation, so that's the only thing. Yeah.
But if you watch cartoons, it helps. If you watch
And
a
the
lot of
eczema
cartoons.
flares that up, right?
Yeah.
For me, I just live in fear of kidney stones. Every time I have a little,
Oh,
every time I have a little,
that's right.
little pain anywhere, I'm like, oh no, is
It's
this
happening.
it?
It's coming
Yeah,
back.
yeah. That's the biggest thing.
I heard that happens to everybody that's ever had them.
Yeah. It's like a constant PTSD. Anytime you feel like a pain anywhere near the area that you would feel it, you're like, oh
Are
shit.
you more prone to getting them if you've already had it?
It's hereditary, so yeah.
Oh.
Can you do checkups to see if there's anything building up in there, like some stone X-ray shit?
I don't know. I never was recommended to do that. It just seems kind of wild to like.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, can I get a quick X-ray for kidney
Like, can
stones?
you check my dick real quick to see if there's any stones?
If they see it in there, that's kind of you just gotta pass it or whatever, right?
Correct.
You can't really do anything.
You
other than-
you could get it surgically removed, which is what had to happen to me. So
Holy moly.
because it was just too big to pass. So
I thought we all had a little bit of stone in there though.
I'm sure we
Yeah,
do.
I think
but-
you have buildup
but-
from time
Right?
to time,
Yeah.
but it usually dissipates itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Mine get real big and then they break off.
dude,
Yep.
Pellegrino.
that's the worst pain a man
It's the
can feel.
roughest shit.
What do you mean
I wouldn't wish it on anybody except for bad people.
I thought you were gonna say Bart.
Pellegrino. He'll get rid of that.
Pellegrino will get rid of
Shut the
kidney
fuck
stones.
up.
What are you talking about?
Bro, I talked to like I took 3 PhDs about this.
I like how it's just club soda.
Everyone always tells me the dumbest shit.
You have to use like a sonic laser
Yeah,
or
I'm
something.
like-
Yo, I know it's dumb shit, but come on, man. You can't just go with
I'll
the
try
flow.
That's how I feel about people who recommend stuff.
Yeah, you
right?
yell at me for it, man.
Next time he comes here, I'll shoot him straight.
Yeah. It was that simple.
I just downed a Pellegrino and it flew right out.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
LaCroix helps for endometriosis.
Yeah.
LaCroix is temporary.
gotta do?
So many.
Pickles.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta
And by the way, my sister's never had an energy drink in her fucking life, and she gets them. So shut the fuck
So
up.
that means it's genetic because your body's not breaking down and processing the
Or it's genetic.
They don't.
yeah.
It's just genetic. They don't know the causation or any of that. They're just like. And by the way, I know a lot of people have theories about it, dude. I talked to 3 PhDs. Go fuck yourself.
That's how it is with endometriosis. How she feels.
Yeah,
People
it's
always
so annoying.
prescribe random shit.
Yeah.
And they
So
never
is it
have
considered autoimmune then?
I have no idea what it's considered. Yeah, but it's a pain in my ass. It's considered.
Yeah. Eris got him like.
What's supposed to happen is like it's supposed to be small like bits and pieces of the stone that gets peed out where you don't feel it. But for
Well, you still feel it.
people that get it, no, I'm saying when it gets too worse.
Oh.
When it gets too worse is when it's like it calcifies.
Yeah.
So it's like a ball.
I've had both, right? So like the ones you can pass, the one you have to get surgically removed was my last one, which was 2018 or something.
The Costa Rica one?
Yeah, Costa Rica one.
That's
So-
crazy.
Do
Yeah,
people think you're exaggerating your pain?
Oh yeah, people at any drugstore do.
Yeah.
They think you're just a pill popper
Yeah,
and that you're a
100%.
pillhead and that you're just faking
They're like,
it.
you just need
Yeah,
morphine,
yeah.
you crackhead.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh man, I hate you. I like that's why our health system sucks too. Is it's just because there are addicts, they treat everyone like an addict.
Yeah, right,
It's like
right.
the
Oh,
worst
you're just
thing.
trying to get
They're
the good
trying to
stuff.
come up with
Yeah.
new things to say, my stomach hurts.
And they're like, sure.
Crackhead.
With my, I got a new psoriasis medication, but it got denied by my insurance for no fucking reason.
Dude, what's the difference between psoriasis and eczema? It looks the same to me.
I think it looks the same, but for psoriasis, it's like over time. It's like I think it's the process. Like psoriasis happens because your skin is trying to heal where it's not hurt. So it just keeps making layers on layers and it just plates off. It just like flakes off. I don't know if eczema is the same exact functionality, but psoriasis it's autoimmune like crazy where just your body's just doing a process that's not supposed to be doing.
Oh.
Yeah. But then the sad part is for psoriasis, you get as soon as you see like a new spot where like, oh damn, it's right here now. it's gonna be there forever. Like it's not gonna. Now you just have it here.
Have you tried like changing diets and other lifestyle things to see? If
Yeah,
it
I think
works?
there's ways to, but you just have to like find them because if someone else is telling you theirs, it's probably not gonna work.
Have you tried Pellegrino?
Yeah, try Pellegrino. Try not drinking energy drinks.
I'm scared to get cured too fast.
Yeah.
Ryan don't even drink soda water.
Yeah, wow, you're good. We should go on Newlywed Game.
Dr. Pepper only, dude.
It's yeah, it sucks because like the medicine that I got is like, and I think like the saddest part is that my dad, like I could tell that he's seeing me, he's really sad about it because my dad's is really bad. Like any part of his body, he's like a Yakuza tattoo guy. Like you can't see it, and then with his shirt off, he's nothing but psoriasis. Oh. And so like he sees mine getting worse, and he's just like, I've never seen him be like, oh, I'm sorry, like that's because of me. Because it's like you pass it down. Yeah, it's like,
Dude, my mom has psoriasis, and no joke, she did one of those like clinical trial things, and it worked on her, and she doesn't have it anymore. I swear to God. Yeah.
They just
I'll tell
Pellegrino
her to-
effect?
Yeah. No, I'll figure out what it is.
yeah. I think right now I'm going through the stages of like trying all the medicines because I've never actually gotten serious medication for it.
Yeah.
But now it's getting bad, so now I'm like, okay, let me go through the motions and see where I'm at with like if this medicine's strong enough, or do I need to get this,
Maybe they need
or
a
do I need to just
syringe.
get a straight?
My
up
mom had it all over her hands and arms.
Yeah, it's
it was rough.
yeah.
And she would just sit there and cry and just like.
So she got a Pellegrino IV and it made it go away.
What's it look like? What's it look like?
It just looks
Like
like,
flaky
white.
skin,
Yeah, it's like
like-
white.
yeah.
It's painful.
Yeah, you can see
it
it.
can be,
probably
yeah,
right here.
because your skin goes raw.
Yeah. A shower.
Yeah, I was like, hey, your skin's a little dry, brother.
It's just white.
Oh yeah.
Like you'll see it on my arms and stuff. It's just white skin. And then if you scratch it to make it come off, then it's like you just wounded yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you don't really win either way. You just have to keep
You
putting
guys
stuff
seen that speech from Jordan Peterson's daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
on. About the carnivore stuff?
Yeah, like she had some fucked up. That girl had like a hip replacement like in her teens.
Yeah.
She had some like hella autoimmune issues, and then like she was on hella pills, sleeping like 17 hours a day because the pills would just knock her out. And then so going carnivore helped her out.
But hers is extreme, like in
Hers
the
is
sense
crazy,
of,
yeah.
well, that on the medical side, but also her diet is very extreme. All she eats is strip loin for
Yeah, that's
breakfast,
crazy.
for
I
lunch,
don't know if I
for
wanna
dinner.
live like
Like there's no other additives to the meal. That's it.
Just salt.
Just yeah, steak and salt.
But if I was living like
Sounds kinda
that,
bomb.
I would be
Always.
desperate to try
Always,
anything.
Nothing else ever. No fruit, no
Dude, I've done
vegetables,
that.
no nothing.
You do that in Florida. You just
Steak
straight
is fancy
steak.
too, bud. Steak's
Yeah.
fancy.
It's expensive.
That's true.
I don't know if I could eat
Or
just
ground
steak
meat,
for the rest of my life.
Wagyu ground meat.
I think that's the balance. Is you really have to find out like where do you sacrifice the enjoyment of existence.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not permanent, but I did try just going all protein. And like, well, at the same time though, it's like, I don't know if it's just that, but it might be the no sugar, it might be the no caffeine, it might be like all kinds of shit. So
I will say my pain was the worst when I wasn't incorporating red meat into my diet.
Was
When you
not.
what?
When I was not. Yeah, because even some of the studies had said what had helped endo was to go vegan or to be vegetarian.
It's like bodies are different. Go figure.
Exactly.
It's the best, dude.
Right. And at this point, I'm like, fuck it, I'll try anything, right? And that was actually the worst pain I had felt
when you went vegan,
when I tried to not incorporate meat. And then when I started to incorporate red meat back into my diet, that's when things started to get a little bit better.
Imagine what Pellegrino could do.
Fire.
So right.
Dude, it's so good.
So right.
It's so good. My kid, that's all he drinks right now.
you give your kid Pellegrino?
I'm not even lying.
Hell yeah.
Wait,
Don't
what?
lie.
I have video proof.
What? He likes Pellegrino?
No milk, just Pellegrino.
No, he's drinking milk, but at the same
why?
time, he's
He's not
drinking
gonna be an
Pellegrino.
ass or a titty man. Out of context.
He drinks goat milk, Pellegrino,
I love goat milk. Why? But why goat milk?
because we realize how
Fucked up regular milk is?
no, we just realized goat milk is actually really
It's the
good.
greatest of all time.
I grew up drinking goat milk 100%.
How come you?
Because I was allergic to cow milk.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, so you have to drink goat milk.
Yeah. No shit. That's crazy.
It's legit.
Same. I had an autoimmune deficiency where I was developing cysts on the sides of my body.
Damn.
And they were fucking annoying, and I went to 2 different doctors, and none of them knew why or anything like that. And the best thing they could do was say when they develop, and like they were like sensitive, like it was almost like a fucking nipple would just pop out.
Gee.
Well, that's the thing though, if I didn't treat it, so to speak, in that moment, and treating it is really weird. It's not even putting anything topical or like taking anything antibiotic wise or anything like that. It was like putting a warm compress on it, and then I would shower twice a day. I stopped drinking alcohol. I stopped smoking weed. This is like an 8-month period. I had to get 8 hours of sleep where I was just trying my best to do anything possible to be like typically healthy in a sense. And I would have to get like warm compress, like take a towel, wet it, put it in the microwave for a bit, have it come out, and then just press it, and it would like kind of bring whatever it was to like the surface of my skin. But like during this time, if somebody would have just been like, "Hey, what's up, man?" and just like, I would have been like, "Oh," which would happen all the time.
How did it feel? Like it balls up, right? Like a cyst. Like it looks like a big.
It honestly just looks like
a nut
pimple,
sack?
like a nut sack. No.
No, because have you seen some cysts where they look like big balls that are dangling off of people?
Yeah. It would never get that far, but it would be more like a body pimple, and then if it was infected, then like the kind of like the main part of it, the areola of it, if you will, could get like white pus would develop like a pimple. But then the outside area, if it got like infected or if I didn't take care of it, it would balloon up like crazy and get really red. And then one time I got it on my elbow area, right? And that time I remember we ended up going to freaking Vegas and partying that weekend, and I was just kind of like over it. So I was like, fuck. So I was drinking and doing all this stuff, and then it got like infected to the point where I couldn't bend my arm anymore. And then it went all the way down to my wrist and like my armpit area. That's how like infected it was. So I was like, okay, I think this is really bad. So that was the first time I ever went to like urgent care, and then they had to cut it open and squeeze everything out, and like
Your whole arm had pus?
yeah, they squeezed it all out, and they had to take one of those like what looked like those long like balloon type things, and they like shove it in there and they gauze it up and stitch it, and then you have to come back a week later and they pull the whole thing back out because it collects the remainder of your like drink.
Oh my lord!
It was the most
I didn't know you went through that.
insane thing. Well, this one eventually healed up, but then
Did you smell it when they were taking it out?
they smelled it more than I did.
It smells really strong, right?
Yeah. And then after that, it just never came back. It was just a period of my life that I just got these.
How weird.
That no doctor could be like, oh, we understand what it is. They would say it's a cyst, but like, there wasn't like, this is why, or this is what you can take or do.
And you didn't change anything in your lifestyle?
I stopped drinking. I stopped doing like, you know, I started sleeping more. I showered a lot more just to make sure it wasn't like a dirt thing. I don't know, you know.
I wonder if it's a viral infection.
But it lasted like a year.
Yeah.
And then never came back. You're good.
You must have hugged somebody with it.
Yeah, hug some old lady.
Somebody to love.
Next time, pour Pellegrino on that
No?
motherfucker.
He's all no.
Hey, I'm telling you.
No, you don't like my song?
That's like getting foot fungus.
You probably wilding out, no shirt. What up, boo? Bang, got the cyst. Ang.
You probably crawled through a plate place.
Got the cyst.
Come on, fucking nipples
Somebody
here.
needs to make
I was at
compilations.
Osgood Schlatter. You know the overgrowth of like your calcium in your knee? I don't know if they call it like Osgood Schlatter disease or some shit. You ever seen this shit? No, but it's like when you get it when you are a fucking kid.
Oh shit!
You're
not even on your
like your body's like growing, right, as you're a child, and then certain areas like still like thinks that you're growing, but you're not even like growing that much, so it overdevelops calcium. Whoa. So then it pushes out, and then during that time frame, during that like growing pains era, the sensitivity level is also insane. So like I remember like if I were to just bang this like this back then, I would like I would go into a dark place, close my eyes, and a tear would shed after like a minute. It's one of those.
You know, how about now though? How about now?
Yeah, is that
Now it
actually
don't matter.
calcified? Is it like a good for
Calcified.
knee spin?
No.
Is it just extra calcium?
Now you can really do cardio.
No, now you can't.
Calluses?
If you pay attention to my entire dance career, every single time I do floor work, I always go down on my right knee. And it's funny, one of my crewmates, Jason, who always assists me all the time, he has Oscar Schlatter on his right knee, so he always complains that every single time I do choreography, because I can't go on mine, I'm hurting him.
What the hell? You guys make it sound like it's common.
I think a lot of people do
2 out of
have.
40 kinjas isn't really that high.
I bet you more do. Osgood Schlatter.
Did you ever knee pad it? Does that help at all?
Why is it
Or-
Yeah, when you have to, yeah, for
Why
sure.
is it
But
German,
it
though?
still hurts. Probably because the German guy discovered it and named it. Why is Pellegrino called Pellegrino?
Fuck am I supposed to know?
Strawberry Pellegrino, I heard, does work though.
There ain't no such thing as
Yeah, there is strawberry Pellegrino.
Yeah,
but
that's the kid version. I'm talking about the man
I'm
one.
the kid version then. I like the strawberry one.